stock weld. All stock weld is where I place my face on the stock of the weapon. Get your weapon. Good. There. Stock weld recruits. It's where I place my cheek on the weapon. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, to get stock weld recruits, when you get stock weld, you're also going to get eye relief at the same time. Let me go into stock weld first. Now, stock weld. The method we use to get stock weld right here is chin to cheek. With our aiming eye, we're going to look over the sights. You're going to start with your chin right here, and you're going to rotate your head straight down. Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
I rotate my head straight down. Now, my stock weld. Well, your stock weld recruits must be nice and firm. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Your face must rest firmly up against that weapon. I don't mean press your faces up against her real nice and hard. Nice and firm. Not barely touching. Nice and firm, so you have this little piece of meat hanging over here. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Because that piece of meat is going to be your pad. It's going to be like a little pad right there. Just like that. Everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you get your stock weld recruits, you want to try to keep your neck as erect as possible. You don't want to be doing this number. What am I doing?
Crunching down.
I'm crunching down. You do not want to do that. Do you understand that?
Yes,
you want to try to keep your head as erect and your neck as erect as possible. The key word is as possible. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Some of us have longer necks than others. Other ones have short necks. So some of us might have to extend our neck a little bit. Other ones might have to crunch down a little bit because our bodies are a little bit different. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. When getting your stock weld recruits, you want to be as consistent as possible. That is what's going to make you a good shooter. Being consistent and being disciplined. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, for me, when I shoot, this is for me only. I take a tip of my nose and I place it at the tip of this charge handle each and every time for each and every position. This way I know I'm consistent. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So when I go like this, I get my chin to cheek. On the tip of my nose touches here, my side alignment comes naturally. My side alignment's already there. I don't have to adjust my head. It's there. But now, if my side alignment is off a little bit, right now, my side alignment's off to the left. All I have to do, recruits, is adjust my head again. Until it's centered. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions on that? Okay, this question is, to get your side alignment, would you muscle a weapon? Is that your question? No, you do not muscle the weapon. You adjust your body. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You adjust your body to the weapon. All right? Now, one thing about stock weld recruits, I don't want to see any of this. If I start seeing this, that's wrong. Because now I'm laying my head on the weapon. Everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
That is wrong. My head's not erect, is it?
No, sir.
Your head should be as erect as possible. All right, any questions on that? Okay, eye relief recruits. Eye relief is the distance between the rear sight aperture and the aiming eye. The eye relief should be somewhere between 2 to 6 inches. All right, 2 inches, anything below, anything close to 2 inches, you start creating problems. Anything after 6 inches, you start creating problems. If your eye relief is shorter than 2 inches, if it's real close, your rear sight aperture is going to appear really big. Your front sight post is going to appear a little bit small. You're going to have one heck of a time trying to maintain correct side alignment here. Everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be really hard to center the tip of your front sight post in that rear sight aperture. That is for shortened eye relief. If your eye relief is closer than 2 inches. If your eye relief is further than 6 inches, you're going to even have a harder time. Your rear sight aperture is going to appear really small. You're going to have a really big front sight post, making it really hard to maintain correct side alignment. Everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
So if you get your side alignment, your stock weld and eye relief within 2 to 6 inches, you'll be all right. You'll have a good front sight tip, good rear sight aperture relationship. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You should be good to go. Now, if you're consistent, when you get your stock weld recruits, your eye relief comes right with it. See that? My eye relief is coming naturally. With about 4 inches, 2 to 4 inches right there. Ever see that? Is this good right here?
No, sir. Too far.
No, it's not. It's too far back. So if you're like this, what do we have to do?
Adjust, sir. Forward.
Adjust the position around so that I can maintain correct side alignment, correct side picture with a good eye relief. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about eye relief? Very important. Now, once again, if we're consistent recruits, if we start using references, I use the tip of my nose with this handguard, with the charging handle. Some of you might not be able to get there, but we have tape on our weapons, correct?
Yes, sir.
Get used to the way the tape feels on your face. Use that for references. Start using references, recruits, and you'll start being consistent. Once you're a consistent shooter, we can get you a really good zero. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, your stock welded eye relief. It can vary from position to position. In the prone position, it might be a little bit further back. If you're sitting and kneeling, it might be a little bit closer. If you're standing, it might be a little bit further back. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So it can vary from position to position. That's normal. So if you start, if at one position you're really close, and the next position you're a little bit further back, it's no big deal. But you want to try to be as consistent as possible. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Interrupting the breathing cycle. So at the natural respiratory pause, stop breathing. That's where we're going to squeeze the round off, because that's where we're going to get minimal movement to having correct side alignment, correct side picture. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Which means that while we're aiming in, we're going to inhale, we're going to exhale. After the exhale pause, at the exhale portion, there's a natural respiratory pause. That respiratory pause lasts how long?
2 to 3 seconds.
2 to 3 seconds. It is during that time, recruits, it's during that time where we are going to squeeze that shot off. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to inhale, exhale. Stop breathing. Fire, bang. Once again, recruits, can anybody guess the time limit?
46 seconds.
4 to 6 seconds. 4 to 6 seconds, recruits, and you will get a well-aimed shot off. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Your breathing will be okay. Anything after that, recruits, your body automatically wants to start breathing again. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And if you don't breathe for a while, what's your body start doing? Start shaking, correct?
Yes, sir.
That small shaking that you might not be able to feel what your body's doing shows up on that front sight post. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So when we fire, recruits, we're going to inhale, exhale. At the natural respiratory pause, you're going to stop breathing. Right here at this natural respiratory pause, recruits, you can sit here and you can carry a conversation for a few seconds, expelling the air from your lungs. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you can the same thing when you're shooting. But now, inhale, stop breathing. What happens? What do you want to do? What's the natural reaction for the body?
Exhale.
To exhale, correct?
Yes, sir.
So now, if you're firing and you start breathing up here, your body's automatically going to start adding stress to itself. It's going to start shaking. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So you inhale, exhale, start firing, bang. You understand that?
Yes,
Now, recruits, your breathing should be as normal as possible. It should be as normal as possible. By normal, I mean when I give my breathing demonstrations up here, I have to exaggerate so that you can see me breathing. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
My natural breathing, recruits, when I'm firing, is like this. Can you see me breathing?
No, sir.
No, you can't. That's my normal breathing. That's the way it should be. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to see a bunch of recruits doing this number. Because that's not normal. That's not normal. You have to be as normal as possible out here. You need to be relaxed. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, we have two different stages of fire. We have a slow fire. A slow fire means I'm going to fire a shot, bang. I'm going to let the weapon settle down, put the weapon on safe, take the weapon out of my shoulder, and I'm going to write in my data book. Then I'll put the weapon back in my shoulder, fire another shot, put the weapon safe, take it out of my shoulder, write in my data book. That is a slow fire. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You'll have 15 minutes for 20 minutes for 15 rounds. Then you have the rapid fire. The rapid fire, you're going to fire 10 rounds in 60 seconds or 10 rounds in 70 seconds. You'll fire both of those stages. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, in the slow fire, recruits, your breathing should be as normal as possible. Put the weapon in your shoulder. Bang. Be normal. Everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm not in a rush to breathe, am I?
Yes, sir.
But in the rapid fire recruits, 60 seconds to fire 10 rounds. How do you think our breathing is going to be?
Fast, sir.
A little bit quicker, correct?
Yes, sir.
But it still has to be as normal as possible, recruits. It still has to be as normal as possible. You have to breathe one time for each round. Each shot raises its own breath, recruits. You cannot fire 2 shots in one breath. What you're going to do has to be as normal as possible. You need to build a breathing rhythm. When I fire, this is what I say to myself as I am firing. Inhale, exhale, stop breathing, squeeze. Inhale, exhale, stop breathing, squeeze. Inhale, exhale, stop breathing, squeeze. I say it to myself to build my breathing rhythm. Do you understand that? Yes, this is why I fire my shots on a rhythm, and I won't have to save my rounds until I run out of time breathing. Your breathing has to be as normal as possible. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. It can't be like this. Bang, bang. Is that normal?
No, sir.
That's not normal. Bang, bang. Now remember, because I'm exaggerating. Bang, bang. Everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
It has to be like that, recruits. So when are we going to fire this shot off, recruits?
Between breaths, sir.
Between breath. What's it called, though?
Natural respiratory pause, sir.
Natural respiratory pause. Now, we have to remember, we have to come to complete stop. We must stop our breathing at that natural respiratory pause. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Don't fire like this. Bang. What am I doing?
Fire on the exhale,
Bang.
sir.
I fire on the exhale, which my shots will be all over the target. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you look down range, if you look at the data books, they say this is my target. And you have shots that are climbing up and down the target, either straight up and down or at an angle. It's breathing. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So if you see that down range, you say, hey, you know what? PMI told me about that. I must have a breathing problem. A breathing problem is very easy to fix, recruits. It takes me about 2 minutes. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
2 minutes to breathe. I'll go through some breathing drills, fix you right away. No problem. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
What causes this problem? What's that? What am I doing though? That's not side alignment. It's focusing on something else. Focusing on a target, correct?
Yes, sir.
Focusing on a target, right? You're pretty close, Aguilar. Focusing on target, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So, already we know that if our shots are going around the bullseye, that's an aiming problem, correct?
Yes, sir.
If our shots are going up and down, that's a what problem?
Breathing problem, sir.
Breathing problem. So when you start seeing that, you can start, hey, you know, I got this problem. You can start fixing yourselves, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So if you find yourself with a problem, instead of waiting for the PMI or the coach to fix you, you can say, hey, sir, I was looking at my data book, and I have a little breathing problem. Can you help me out? And then I'll fix you, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you want it, you gotta earn it. You gotta earn it. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. Marine Corps. It's a my Corps. It's a my Corps. And if you want it, oh yeah. A Paris solid. A South Carolina. A word of sun. A mighty hot. What's the land? That God forgot. Where the sand. Mighty deep. Oh yeah.